Hello, how are you? Today I brought a wonderful recipe for your dinner or for your lunch as well because it's very quick to make. That's why I say it saves dinner. It has few calories, low in carbohydrates, contains no flour of any kind, no butter. You're going to love it because on top of everything, it helps with weight loss, as I mentioned, and it really helps to reduce bloating. It has wonderful ingredients that are easy to add and inexpensive. Stay with me until the end because you won't want to miss it. If you love recipes that are easy, affordable, and healthy, you're going to love the channel. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I have new recipes here every day. You won't want to miss them. Let's get started with our recipe. Remember, as always, you'll find the ingredients, quantities, and nutritional information down below in the description. The first thing I'm going to do here is break the yolks of my eggs so everything mixes together better. And if you're still wondering whether it's healthy to eat eggs every day, if there's a maximum or minimum amount, what happens if you eat eggs daily, or if it raises cholesterol? There's a video here on the channel that talks more about that too. So I've already mixed the yolk with the white here. I always like to add the seasonings to the eggs because that way you make sure everything is well seasoned. So I'm going to add the salt here now, and I'll add the garlic, which besides everything else really helps boost our immunity. These days, we worry a lot about that. Of course, because of the times we're living in, but in general, it's something that's very important for us. And it's actually interesting for me to tell you that when we're going to use garlic, the ideal is to peel and prepare it about 15 minutes beforehand to further activate the allicin, which is this very interesting bioactive compound in garlic. I have a video with more tips about garlic, and I'll leave it down below for you as well. I'm going to add the ricotta here now, which is my choice. I'm using fresh ricotta. If you want to use dry ricotta, you can, or if you prefer cottage cheese, you can use that too. Actually, you can use any cheese you like. I chose ricotta because it's creamy and also low in fat, high in protein. So it brings a really nice balance to our recipe. If you also want to use my homemade cheese recipe from the channel, you absolutely can. I have two versions of it, the basic and the seasoned, and either one works well in this recipe. I'll leave the links down below in the description for you. I'm going to add the tuna here. I'm using tuna in water and salt, but you can use any fresh fish you like. Shredded chicken, leftover ground beef, boiled egg, whatever you want to put in here, you can use. If you have doubts about whether it's risky to eat tuna because it's a canned food, or if you wonder whether all canned foods are bad for you or pose some risk, there's a video here on the channel talking about this, explaining it, and I'll leave it down below for you in case you have this question too. Another ingredient I'm going to add here is chayote. I just grated the chayote, skin and all. And chayote has a very interesting property because since it contains a large amount of water and potassium, it helps facilitate the process of eliminating fluids from our body, really helping to reduce bloating. So it's a great option in addition to being low in carbohydrates and having a wonderful flavor. Because it has a neutral taste, it really absorbs the flavor of other ingredients we add, so it works very well in this recipe. A great alternative is cauliflower. I'm going to add a bit of olive oil and some fresh parsley, which also significantly helps to reduce uncomfortable bloating and promote better digestion. So you can see that this recipe is powerful for those looking to reduce bloating, decrease cellulite, and it even helps control blood pressure, thanks to these ingredients that help eliminate excess fluid from our bodies. After everything is mixed together here, I'm going to add the baking powder. And just mix everything together one more time. Now everything is mixed. When you make this delicious recipe, tell me in the comments how it turned out. Here I have a baking dish, which I've already greased a bit with olive oil. You can see it here. And now I'm going to transfer our mixture from here into the dish. You saw how quick this is to make. Really quick. And I truly love these incredibly simple recipes where you just effortlessly mix everything together and then let it bake in the oven. Because while it's baking, you can do other important things. You really don't have to spend too much precious time in the kitchen. So let's carefully smooth this out here so it bakes perfectly and evenly. And now let's put it in the oven to bake at about 360 degrees Fahrenheit. When I come back, I'll show you how it turned out and tell you how long it took. The smell is just amazing. I don't know if you like tuna, but I love tuna. Let me know down below what you prefer for these pies and what filling you're going to use. I'd love to see your comment. But look, before I forget, it was 360 degrees Fahrenheit for 27 minutes in my oven. In yours, it could be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. It all depends. Some ovens are stronger, others are more precise. I'm going to cut a piece here so you can see. Come with me so you can check out the texture inside. The smell is amazing. I really want to try it. Look, I'm going to cut a piece here so you can see what it looks like inside. It's delicious. Look at that. When you make it, tell me in the comments how yours turned out. I'm going to cut a few more pieces here, tidy things up, and I'll be right back with it so we can finish up and I can taste it. Of course, you can easily cut it to whatever size and shape you truly like. That's always entirely up to your personal preference. Look, now I'm going to cut it like this, and we'll end up with about 8 pieces, all roughly the same size. It turned out really beautiful. Remember, you can do it like I did and cut it into pieces, or you can bake it in a muffin tin. It's up to you. Just do whatever you find easier. So tell me down below, what kind of protein are you going to put in the middle? I'd love to see your comment. Give the video a like, it really helps me out, and share it with anyone who would enjoy it or who needs it. Let's work together, you and me, to spread this chain of kindness, because that's what I want here on the channel. See you next time. Bye. And of course, I can't resist. Let me pick a piece here to try it with my hands because I just love it.